Hello guys, I'm back. So, I have bought a couple of things that you guys asked for. Let me put on some gloves first. So, first off, the sponsor people, because I think it's important to acknowledge what people do. You know, when people are kind and show you their appreciation, you should do the same. So thank you guys for all your donations. What I bought today was, this is a hair elixir, and what's on here is number 2 dimethyl, the dimethicone. It's the same as silicone. And then I bought this one. It's a keratin repair, and it had on the box said dimethicone. So I'm gonna be testing these two because I sort of want to stop with the silicone spray, but I do want to achieve the same results as with the silicone spray. This morning I made this one with dimethicone. I remember that I said I wanted to avoid the little air bubbles and the pinholes. Well, this is about, I would say, 98% less pinholes. There are a few, but nothing near the one I did yesterday. So that one, it's almost dry. This one is dry. This is the one I did yesterday, and I've already put a varnish on it. You can see how it here reflects. But if you get it up close, it is covered in little pinholes. And I'd like to do a pour without those little holes. And something tells me it's the silicone. Silicone and the not releasing the air bubbles when you mix your paint. So we did that this morning. We did the dimethicone, and we did the tapping on the table to release the air bubbles, and put the torch in there to let them release them. And that it looks like it really worked. And if I look over it, you can see where it's pushed out the dimethicone. I can see the shiny bits. And right now I'm gonna try this one, where it says absolutely as number 2 the dimethicone. But I'm gonna do another video, and that is something a lot of people have asked me. Can you do one pour without anything in it? So just the plain paint and water. And that's what I'm going to do, because I'm very curious myself. So another thing that was asked was if I could do it, pour on a ceramic tile. Well, this is a Villeroy & Boch. This is a ceramic tile, and I will be pouring one on here, and I will be pouring on another, but I was going to do one totally covered and one with negative space. And I bet you're asking, why would you do that? Well, it's because if you do the whole tile, I'm pretty sure it's going to stay on there. But if you do one with negative space, then we can see, like after 2 or 3 days when it's totally dry, we can test if we can peel off that acrylic layer, or if it stays on there, and you could maybe varnish it and use it in your house. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I have some very pretty colors. Let me put this away for the next one. And I'm expecting a phone call, so I hope the person doesn't call. But so what I'm going to do is put this in, but I'm sort of in between these two, because I think the keratin could have some very good properties too. And it did say dimethicone. This is much thicker. This is thinner. Let's go for this one. It's one that has a keratin repair. but I am going to use only half. Nah, let me use all of it. Well, who cares? So let's see how this dispenser thing works. Oh, there it is. Can you see it? There's a drop in there. It smells nice too. Haha. But this is almost a full cup, so I'm gonna give it two. Two little spritz. That's it. And then in these cups, the colors, that is like 3 tablespoons full of paint. So I'm only going to put one in there. And I'm not sure how the paint is taking up this stuff. Looks okay. Looks like it's getting fully stirred into the paint. But we'll see in a bit. Just one spritz. It's looking pretty cool. This is too thick. I'll have to put some water in there. And this one. So every color has one spritz, and the white has a 3 spritz because it's way over half full. So my little water bottle. People keep asking me what's in the bottle. It's water. So a little bit there, a little bit there, because I don't want it too thick. And I've talked about the consistency a lot. You know, you want a little build up on the stick when you hold it horizontal, and when you hold it up vertical, it should just really, in a really nice stream, it should just stream off there. And that's what it's doing right now, so that's good. This one, and that can use a little bit. So I hope everyone now gets to follow the videos again, because you know I was dinking around with a couple, had to upload them as new videos, but from the number 59 up it should all be in place. So I hope you're not having trouble with that. I got really upset when I had to do that. I thought, gee, all those videos, and then people can't know which order they're in and all that stuff. But I hope you find your way. I might want to have something here, a piece of paper. Nah, who cares? Just let it go over here. The sheeting I have on my table is what you can buy in a do-it-yourself shop, a paint shop, where they have these big plastic sheets that you can cover your furniture with. And I hold it like it's folded 4 times. So when I put it on my table, I have 4 layers of plastic. 1, 2, 3, and there should be another. And then when I'm finished with painting, I just cut out just a big square on the upper layer. So I can use this like for a week, and it's 59 cents. So that's a good deal. Okay, we have everything mixed in there. Let me get a cup. The paint I'm using, of course it's all Amsterdam acrylics, like I always use. I can't help it, I like the colors. Really, I haven't come across anything that compares to these colors. So that's why I always use the same brand. And it's good because, you know, when you use one brand of paint, if you dink around with all kinds of brands, you have to get to know them all over again. So if you stick with one brand, you can really get to know what it does, what the interaction is between both paints, and that's a lot better. And I have in my cups this one. I can't pronounce it. It's number 385. It's a opaque color. I have this one, Primary Magneta 369. It's transparent. Then the greens are transparent. One green I mixed myself. I wanted a little bit darker. And I have the titanium white, which is opaque also. Then in every color I put in 20 to 30% Liquitex pouring medium. And you gotta watch out because all these labels look alike, but you have to really watch out that you get the pouring medium. So we got it all mixed. We have the hair repair in it, and then there's only one thing left to do, and that is get the colors together. And I really wanted to go for something like spring, because today in Holland it's a beautiful day and the sun is shining and the birds are singing, so I thought I'd go with the theme. Look at that, isn't that pretty right there in the cup? Those colors go well together. So I'm hoping that it'll look a little bit like when the first flowers pop up. Nice fresh green leaves on those flowers. That's what I'm going for. And a little bit darker because the leaves are almost never the same color. Always has some sort of a hue in it. So that's what we're doing. That's the last of that one. And then the last of the light pink. That's it. And I'm not going to be stirring this. Oh, there are beautiful things going on. Really beautiful things. Right there in the cup. So, let's do it. Just let it pour down a bit and then put some other color on it. There you go. And I am not disappointed because that is looking beautiful. Can you see how those cells are just popping even without torching? That is looking pretty. Bit more over here. Let it run down there. Have to let some run off because I don't like the that bit. So that's why I'm letting it run down. I am not disappointed, not one bit. This is beautiful. Look at those colors. Now I'm just letting it run down a bit because I wanted the tile fully covered. That's that. And again, I forgot my palette knife. But you guys are used to that, right? Oh, this is pretty. Look at that. Is that beautiful? Now I just have to let it go down here a bit. And I think one bit of why this morning the cells broke apart is because I was tilting it just a little bit too much. So this is really pretty. Now I've got to get the torch. Don't you just love getting your hands in that paint? There's my torch. Just a little bit. Just one side. That's it. I'm gonna just do this, and that side I'm gonna leave untorched. There are really, really small cells. Very small. Very small cells all over the place. And then those big ones sort of appeared all by themselves. So that's number one. Gotta get me some cups. I'll put that up here so I don't have to move it when I cut off the top piece of plastic here. But this is pretty. I like it. Okay, now we get the other one. You can see on the back that it says Villeroy and Bush. And look in that cup, look at that. I hope you can see it. There's all sorts of cells in there. A lot. That's beautiful, isn't it? Okay, now we're going to do a negative space. And this time I'm not going to be moving it too much. Look at those cells. That's it. Wow, look at that. I'm just making sure it goes over here and there. And I still have some left, but I'll do something else with that. But look at that. Is that beautiful? Look at all those cells. I'm pretty much surprised by the cell action. But the torching does nothing. So totally nothing. All it does is give you very, very small cells. And I'm talking like millimeters. Very small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these two dry. And then I'm going to show you tomorrow what happened. So I'm trying to keep this clean. Of course, I can always take that off. But I would like it just to dry like this. So, need more cups, I guess. Yep. And then in a minute, I'll show you guys up close, like I always do. Whoops. So that's it. That's how we're gonna keep it. And we'll just let it dry all by itself. And I bet it's going to be a very pretty picture. Now I need a canvas. And I'm going to take one of those expensive ones. Because I really want to see what this stuff does on a canvas too. Don't want to get it too dirty with my gloves because they are full of paint. There you go. Okay, so here we have the canvas. And I think I would like to make it, paint it first, yeah. See, and this is what you guys can do too. If you're not sure you have enough paint, then I think you should just get your brush and give it a coat, because if you are left with negative space, you want paint on there. That's much better. The sides you can always do later, but you know, the bit where you do the negative space, you gotta have that covered. Just like that. It's not too much work, and you know, it's kind of a nice thing. I get all calm, and I like using the big brushes. Just make sure you got the synthetic brushes and not the pig hair brushes, because they leave too much of a brush stroke. There you go. That is it. I'm pretty happy with this. And now we're going to do another negative space. There it is. Make it just a little bit bigger, because I like that. And let it roll up there just a little bit. And I sure wish I had some more green in this one. Okay, let's see. Gotta put it down a bit, because I'm gonna see if I can scrape some green together. Yes, there's enough in here. Don't worry, guys. And I might just do a little pour right over the top here. See how that goes? Just a little bit more of the dark pink, and then we're good to go. That's it. Now I'm going to be pouring over the top of this. Get some green there. There you go. That's looking pretty. That's it. The only thing I don't like about this stuff is that it doesn't give me that, you know, beautiful cell action when I torch it. But I'm going to try to cover the whole canvas anyway. So let's see, that's here. Just give it a little different, a little bit different look. There it goes, right over the side. And then let it flow down. I think it's pretty because of the colors, but I'm not totally overwhelmed by the cells in this one. And when you look at the tile, oh, you can't see it, I'll show you in a bit, then you see that, you know, there's something happening there. It's not keeping those cells as good as what I normally do. And that's a shame because they're so pretty. The colors are beautiful. They really remind me of spring. Just getting this covered, getting a palette knife. There we go, putting some of this on here. Hate to waste a lot of paint, so there you go. But these colors, you gotta watch out, because if you over manipulate it, it'll go gray, muddy, because that's what some colors do. I could explain it, but you know, you don't want to be dinking around with color technical stuff. That's about it. That's nice. It's not something that I say, you know, it would be my better work, but I don't think it's ugly at all. I think the colors are beautiful. So I'm going to put this on cups and then get you guys down and show you up close. Get these out of the way, because I think my next video is going to be the one with without the pouring medium and without the silicone. That's it. Put it on the cup right there. Okay, let me get you guys down. There we go. So the first one, that was this one. Get you in focus there. See how the one side has all these little very tiny cells? That's the side that I torched, and this side I didn't torch. So that's the full ceramic tile. Then we have this one, the negative space, and all those cells just popped up all by themselves. And the little spray that, let's see, this, what I'm showing you here, that is from torching, those really small cells. And then we have this one. It's pretty. I think it is. I think it's pretty because of the colors. But not the patterns, you know, what I'm used to. I'll show you what I'm used to. See, this is what happens when you have the normal silicone. And that's a lot of action. Then you have this one. Light is a bit bad here. That's why it's not totally done. And then we have that one. This is the one I did this morning. So I'm more of this kind of person. This, the blue. This was the one I did with flute roll. And everyone's asking for a video of the flute roll, so I'll be doing that one tomorrow. I'm doing a big marathon this weekend again. I'll be putting up a couple of videos because I want to do what you guys have asked. So this was one, the ceramic tile, and of course the hair treatment stuff because you asked for it. And then right after this one, first I'll have dinner, of course. But then I'll be doing one with nothing in it, so just water and that's it, and then pour. And someone asked me to do one with a lot of alcohol in it, so I'll be doing that one too. But not torching it, don't worry. I don't want to go up in flames. So all I can say is just get your paints and make something very beautiful, and see you in the next video. Thank you all. Bye-bye.